Okay, the problem we're having was we're accidentally deleting notes that we didn't want deleted. Unless the note is literally anchored into the Bible verse itself, say Jeremiah 1:10, and literally you create a note for that particular verse, go up here and select that verse reference after you right click on it. Boom, once you click that reference right there and you hit add a note, it'll put that note securely right over here, and you don't even really need anything in the note. It's right here. There's nothing in the note. It's got an anchor right up here, and it's anchored to every single Bible that you have. So Jeremiah 10 will be anchored into every single Bible across the board because you selected the verse. See right here, you can see, boom, there it is, and that's the King James. And you could literally pick, any Bible that you want. Here's a Newberry. Let's go see if it's in there as well. We got Jeremiah 1:8. What was it? Oh, that's not going to work. That's the let's see, Textus Receptus, that's New Testament. See if it's in the LEB here. Jeremiah 1:8. There it is. That's the same note. Why is it in all the Bibles? It's in all the Bibles because I right-clicked on it and I selected the reference. Now, you cannot easily delete that by changing the highlights. A lot of times we would change our highlights and it would delete the anchor. Right? As long as it's attached to a passage like that, you can't simply delete it. Now, the other thing was we were looking for ways to keep figuring out how we can make our notes inside the verse like this. Like I got a note on this word, the Lord said. I've got a note right here for whatsoever. And these are inside the verse. They're not attached to the main core of the verse. So they're not across the Bibles. These are independent references and links that are specific to this book. And they are specific. Now, if I wanted to go change the notes, the color, it's going to erase them. Okay? It's going to erase them. I got them right over here. There's Jeremiah 1:8. There's on their faces. Here you can see whatsoever. And then this note right here, the Lord said to me. Now, as long as you got something inside there, when it's deleted over here, say if I decide to change all the color of this, I'm going to delete these note links, references, these anchors, and you're not going to see them here anymore. That means I won't be able to click on them and go right to the note. But since there's something in the note, as long as I know what notebook they're in, I can find them later because the notes will remain over here as long as there's information inside the note. See? Jeremiah 1:8, there's information. I'll show you something real quick. Let's do Jeremiah 1:8. Let's do I command. No, deliver thee. To deliver thee. Let's add a note to that. We're not going to add to the reference. We're going to just try to add it to that word. Add a note. Now it's over here. It's inside. Well, where is it? Let's see. To deliver thee. Here we go. To deliver thee. I want that to be added. Why is it not to deliver thee? Right click. Okay, select it right here. Select the phrase to deliver thee. Then go down and add the note. Okay, then you'll see it's right over here, to deliver thee. Now these, I think, are these just added? See, every time I selected, I didn't do that. It added another note to verse 8. Now, no matter what Bible we go to, Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 8 is going to have those same ones. Why? Because we kept adding notes to the actual Bible text reference. It'll be in every Bible I have that has Jeremiah 1:8. I could add 100 of them like that. They'll all still be right here. And even if I go Control-Shift-K, you can't delete them. So if I had highlights right here, and I wanted to change the highlight, a lot of times you'll delete the notes if they're not attached to the verse. So say I got this yellow color and I want to delete that yellow color. I'll just go select it all, Control-Shift-K, and I delete the color. The notes remain. That's because they're attached to the verse, like I said. But if they're not attached to the verse, whatever notes you have inside that particular book will be deleted. I'll show you. For instance, let's go back over here to this reference right here, King James 1:8. We saw up here that I made a note just for to deliver thee. And that's exactly what is attached. So I can erase the highlights around it, Control-Shift-K. It's not going to remove that note because that note is only on those words, to deliver thee. See, I erased that color there. I can erase the color behind it because I'm not touching what that link is to. As soon as I go into this link right here, and as long as I don't, I can delete all of it except for one word even, and it'll still remain. See? But as soon as I delete that, all of that right there, and even if you try not to circle the hot, if you just go like that, as soon as it's all deleted, the note's gone. Boom. And it's gone over here too. Why is it gone over here? Because there was nothing in the note. There was nothing in the note like this right here. If there was something in it, then it wouldn't deleted it down here. You would still have it in your folder, test note folder, although you wouldn't see it over here. Now see, I'll show you. This is on their faces. I have a let's do it. On their faces, right click, select the words on their faces, not the verse. We don't want to add another note over there. We want it to just be on their faces. So select that section. Come over here, hit add a note. Now you'll see down here, there's a specific note, but it's empty. As soon as I type, hi, love you, now it's not empty. So if I come over here and I do the same thing where I'm deleting the color, this note's going to disappear with this highlight. Okay, so Control-Shift-K, boom. Note disappears, but as you can see over here, hi, I love you, this is still in here. So what it was connected to is gone. Over here, what it was connected to is gone. On their faces, it's missing. But whatever information I would have had concerning that area would still be here. So that's good. You're not going to lose your information. Although you might get confused, what was this note here for? Unless you're real detailed and you got some good, you can figure it out by what you put in there. What the point is, you're not going to get all your information totally deleted and vanished, as long as you know what notebook it was in, and as long as you can identify when you get to that notebook which one it was and what did it have to do with that verse. So that's just a matter of you figuring out your own notes. But what's good about it is if you do delete a note like this right here and the note is gone, Jeremiah 1:7, I got some notes on this word whatever. See, I got it, large it, make it big, put a square around it. There's something important about that. I click that note, and it's going to open up my note over here, and I'm going to see whatever my notes are on that. If this is empty, and I delete this over here, this note that it's in right here, it's going to delete. That will be completely gone. But as long as I've got something inside there, when I accidentally, if I delete something over here, like that, boom. See, now the note's gone. The highlights are gone, the connection's gone, the hyperlink's gone, but the note is not gone. Okay? So that's kind of helpful to know. I just found that out today. I'm glad that that's part of the thing. So from now on, when I'm deleting a bunch of notes, I'll show you, for instance, 1 John, well, let's see, 2 Corinthians 5:10. I got a lot of notes sitting right here. And even if I deleted all these notes on accident, all the information that's in them will remain unless they're empty. Unless they're empty. Now, if these notes are attached to this verse, I can't delete them like that. I literally have to right click and hit, delete that way. You can right click right here and remove annotations, and it'll remove all your annotations. I think all of them will be gone, and that's not good. That's the only way to remove them, but I cannot remove them just by changing the highlights right here because they're attached to the verse. So, or they're in or it's a notebook or with some kind of, let's see what's going on here. General notes, 10. Oh, I'm not going to get into that right now. I just wanted to make sure that I figured out how not to delete my notes. And if I did delete my notes, they're still in the notebook with the same information in them. I don't have to worry about losing that data, which is, man, that was freaking me out. The data's still safe. It's still in the notebook. And all you got to do is know what notebook and file you're looking for and go get it. So anyway, God bless you guys. Take care. Peace.